Hello friends, so we have begun our work with shapes, and we are going to make a really neat art project using our 3 favorite shapes. I'm going to pass out squares of construction paper and you're going to draw your 3 favorite shapes nice and big on these papers. We're going to have our lines almost touch the edge of our paper. So my first shape is going to be a nice big circle. So see how my lines are touching the edge of my square? You're going to use a pencil. I'm using a marker so you can see. I am also going to draw a nice big triangle. And for my last square, I'm going to draw a rectangle. And nice and big, almost touching the edge of my paper. Now you've got to cut those out very carefully. Very carefully. Cut, cut, cut. Miss Roman, can you pass me a glue stick? I forgot my glue stick. Thank you so much. So I'm cut, 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 C-U-T. I've cut my 3 shapes and I'm going to paste them on my paper. So I see a little bit of marker, so I'm going to paste it with my glue stick, marker side down, because I don't want to see that. 1, 2, and 3. Now, has anyone ever been in the tub and have seen when a water droplet hits the water and you see all these lines echo outside of that drop? We're going to create that same kind of effect with markers and tracing lines around our shapes. So I want you to choose colors. So if my square is orange, I'm going to pick orange, and I can pick another color that sits next to orange on the rainbow. So I'm going to choose red because they sit next to each other on the rainbow. They're friends on the rainbow, next door neighbors. And for the green, I'm going to choose my nice lime green, and I'm going to choose a darker green for mine. But you could choose a blue, or you could choose yellow because they're neighbors on the rainbow. For my turquoise triangle, I'm going to choose turquoise, and I'm going to choose indigo because they're neighbors on the rainbow, or they sit next to each other on the color wheel. So we are going to start by drawing lines very carefully around our shapes. And we're going to go back and forth, back and forth. I'm choosing my light green now, making a pattern. Here we go. Now I'm getting pretty close to that rectangle of mine, so I'm going to pause on the circle and I'm going to pick up my red and orange. So I am going to alternate and create a pattern with my red and orange. Very carefully, I want my lines to be very close together. And it looks like I'm about to bump into that green, so I'm gonna stop. I'm going over like this. Oh, I went off the page. I'm gonna bump into my green. Oh, and that's my cue to stop there. I'm not gonna go into my green line because I'm gonna make this appear like they're overlapping. One more orange. I'm gonna start with my triangle now. I'm gonna grab that indigo, very carefully trace, doop, doop, doop. Switch to that turquoise. And you're gonna keep alternating and outlining all of these shapes until your whole entire paper is filled with these echo lines. So when I get to my circle, am I gonna let my triangle line go into my circle lines? No. I'm actually gonna start on my circle again. So see, I start there. I'm about to hit my square, I stop. Then I continue it down here. I'm about to hit my triangle, I stop. Do you see how I'm going back and forth to fill my paper? All the way around. Then I stop. Don't forget down here. I'm gonna go back to my red now. Start where that ends. And I stop. You're gonna keep going until your whole paper is filled with lines. It's gonna be so neat. Can't wait to see them.